No jokes this time.
This is the greatest game ever.
Place where the Baron was. Well, the Red Baron, and then you guys went back to the Zantillo Baron's house, and then you went from there to Moonshire, and in Moonshire you guys found it taken over. Well, at least the Baron's keep hideout in Moonshire was taken over by undead that you know of, and weird other creatures. And you guys had a small scrimmage with one, and then he ended up taking the mirror away, so you guys decided to leave there and go back towards above ground. And on the way out, you ran into something in the main chamber before you exit out. And that's where we're going to start tonight with initiative.
What was the number chamber that we walked into again? Because I know we ran into the scythe guy through like hallway 8 and 9, right?
You guys made it up to chamber 2. He was right outside the doorway looking at you guys when you guys came out of the passageway.
Gotcha. And entering chamber 2, the only entity we've seen here is this weird fucking mouth arm guy, right?
Yep.
Alright, how far into the chamber is he? The middle of the chamber?
He is probably about 10 feet away from you.
Cielo is going to engage in melee combat with this scary guy, get into melee range with him, which is my movement, and then try to stab him twice when I reap.
He's in close range enough that you can actually get up to him and make both actions for attacks if you want.
Gotcha. The first one is a 19, and then a 19 and a 25.
25 hits.
Oh, and that's actually a crit. My rapier crits on an 18. Alright, so that is 14 damage. And then I'm assuming a 16 doesn't hit, and then also a 14 plus 7 is a 21.
21 barely misses him.
And that is my turn.
All right. Walking up behind Cielo and seeing this thing and have him immediately running at it, I'll take one shot at it with my crossbow and then wonder if I can run up behind Cielo to do a thing. That's a 9 to hit. Cilo's well within range of me running up behind him and assisting him, right?
Yeah.
All right. I will go up to Cielo, and as he's smacking at this thing, I will cast Badger's Ferocity on him, increasing the threat range of his weapon. So now he only has to roll a 15 to have a critical, or I believe a round and a. Let me click on.
It's pretty intense.
Duration is concentration, so until I get hit, I believe.
Or you can do another concentration spell.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
That is one angry-looking vagina. I'm gonna try to throw a snowball at it. Sorry, someone. Okay, I don't turn into I missed with the snowball. I'm gonna try this again. Past that, and if it's a 21 to hit, no, that's a miss. Those are my actions. I failed to cool off the angry vagina. Violet, see if you can get like a paw in there. See if it.
Alright, let's try to cast Snowball. I am going Snowball miss, so I am going to turn into the Tylet and Cielo, it's your turn.
Well, it's the scary mouth monster's turn.
We weren't gonna tell him that.
I need everybody to do a will check, please. DC is 17.
If it's against fear, everybody gets a +4 also.
Anybody fail it?
Is it against fear or something else?
Yeah, it's fear.
Then we all, Violet and Oren, get passed by the skin of their teeth.
Okay. So all of a sudden, it starts singing this song that you guys find familiar, but it's really eerie and awkward. But the voice is the sounds like the waitress that was at the inn
Yes, they think it's absorbed people from the town. We should probably put it down.
CeeLo, I hit you for a natural 20. He claws you. I need you to do a fortitude check, please.
23.
Okay. It was a slight nick for 10 points of damage, but when he nicked you, the part where he nicked you at the wound seemed to rip itself open.
That's terrifying.
And it's your turn.
Well, let's hope I crit if I hit on the 50. Alright, so first attack action, I hit a 32, and the second one doesn't. I don't like how my push to talk keeps going to the side. Second one is a 22 and a 17.
22 is right on the number.
And I'm going to go ahead and smite on the crit also.
Okay. 3 times the damage of your smite, please.
Oh, shit, okay. That's because of the crit?
No. After you double it 3 times it.
Oh, that's fucked up. Okay.
It's holy damage.
Alright, so the holy damage is 42 total. 7 times 2 is 14, times 3 is 42. At least that's what my calculator says. Plus 12 regular. So that's 54. Plus, that's 4 plus 3 is 7. So that's 61 points of damage. I think my math is all right there.
Okay. I need you to do a reflex roll, please. You and Jen.
Can I spend 4 riblets and auto succeed this reflex roll?
Yep.
That's 31 for mine.
Okay. So you cut off his front left arm, and this black ooze just gushes out like blood, covering you and Jen as you guys slip away to for 13 points of burning damage. As a little bit got on you guys, and it screeches.
Do I need to roll something for concentration?
Yeah. 1d20 plus your Constitution bonus, your Fortitude bonus.
It's a 15.
Okay. And is that all your turn, CeeLo?
It was, in fact.
Okay.
Is this thing looking very hurt and or very dead, or is it running the fuck away?
It looks very hurt at the moment. It can't run away until his turn if it does.
All right. Little early to pop a heal. I'll try to just prepare to dodge or prepare to hit it if it runs in my direction, but I won't be taking an aggressive action.
Since Orange is gonna hold a snowball in case someone tries to attack us from behind. If a new combatant, I will trust Jin in his holding of action.
You got this, Yellow. As soon as it starts to run, just like poke him real hard.
I will pass the turn to Violet while in my head saying, "Ah, fuck, that's why he did it."
Let's go for the pounce, but claw first. 34 for the first one.
You just hear Russell screaming from Orange armpit, No, please, pussy, don't scratch the vagina."
13 points from that one.
Okay.
And another 34.
That hits.
And 13 again from that one. What is going on, Dice Gods?
Say nothing, you're hitting.
Your rake.
That's a 23.
Yep.
And another 13.
Is that doubled already?
No.
Because you remember you double your rake.
I did not know that. Okay, 26 then.
Okay. Yeah, if you get both claws, your rake is a critical. Automatically, it's doubled.
Nice.
It pushes her back, and she yells out, "Daddy, help me!"
Ah, the pussy gave the vagina daddy issues.
Does 18 and 19 hit you, Violet?
Maybe. Yes and yes.
So as it pushes her back, she takes her front right hand and her back left hand and grabs your front paws and pulls you in and swallows you. And then you guys hear thud, 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 thud from your left. And running down the hallway in your guys' direction, you hear, "Hold on, Daddy's coming, baby girl."
How can they be so grotesque and still speak so eloquently? What's going on?
Why is the daddy coming towards the vagina?
And it is CeeLo's turn.
Cielo's gonna turn towards the big one and say, "Tell her to drop my friend before I stab her again."
You don't get a response. He lowered his head down and he is running right in your direction.
Well, it's time to get to stabbing, I guess.
It's going to take him around to get to you, though.
So a 25 hits the one that swallowed, that ate Violet, right?
Yep.
That's 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Don't worry, Violet, we'll get you out of there. And then another 25 to hit for a 10 points of damage.
Okay.
All right.
But what about those awful vagina jokes it missed? Oh, what a shame.
So you guys finish up the fight down there between daughter and dad. And then you're going to head towards the inn. And what's the order you guys are heading towards the inn?
Cielo's probably leaving.
I think the Brave Three are going to lead the way, and Jen's going to follow behind.
Okay. And with that, let's take our, well, you just got Craig back. I really don't want to send him back way right away.
That's okay.
Unless anybody needs to take a break for our break.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, let's just do an hour break then.
Goodbye, Craig. Quit fucking up.
Okay. So you guys come down the hill to the Blue Water Inn, and you see the Blue Water Inn to your left and the mayor's house to the right. Both of them took minor structural damage. The tree that was outside of the mayor's house fell over and is actually leaning against the house itself, but other than that, the mayor's house looks pretty good. Blue Water Inn, the barn that was outside and the outhouse are not too well off looking, but the main structure itself looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's like our home away from home, but a little dirtier.
Can't wait to get the castle up and running. Fort, whatever.
Is that anybody needs to use the bathroom? Good luck on that.
Jen and Violet, let me get a perception check from you guys.
Show off. That's a 20 from Jen and a 31 from Violet.
Okay. So, over by the barn, you see that it's kind of collapsed a little bit. There's boards leaning here and there. You see movement.
I'm going to ignore whatever that movement is, and I'm just going to kind of push forward and, grab whoever I can and start heading towards the door of the inn. At least so we can look in the window there. Hey, Oren, does Russell see anything? Because some movement over there. Just want to make sure.
Oren at the door. Wait, what?
Does Russell see anything out there that we should be scared of?
Ha ha.
Don't care.
I'm gonna push my head against Orn and go, "Meow," and start walking towards where we see the movement.
Let's wait just a second. Don't want. I will look in the direction she's walking / meowing. Do I see what they?
Give me a perception check.
There's a cat and it's really big. Also, it has a butt. Also, there's the ground. I rolled a 1. 10 total, but
Okay.
Russ on the hip bag. Like, no. Oaks West, they had shit that shot at me from the sky? Hell no. If y'all are running a building, I go too. Or we'll keep pace with Violet and just say, hello? I guess how far are you walking? Are you going right up to whatever? Or
Gonna leave a little bit of room between myself and it and sit there and stare its way, see what it does.
Violet, give me a perception check with advantage, please.
That's a 32.
As Oren says that, you hear sounds like metal horseshoes or something dinging around in the barn, and you get a breeze that comes out of the barn in your direction. As the barn door flies open and moving straight at you guys, you see this. I need everybody to do a reflex roll, please.
Violet looks all kinds of confused.
This tornado of horseshoes comes flying at you guys.
That's pretty scary.
Ouch.
That's Jen with a 13, Oren with a 9, Violet with a 15, and CeeLo with a 24.
So CeeLo takes 15 points of damage. Everybody else takes 30. As it goes out to the road and then basically stops and starts hovering around like it's going to come back towards your guys' direction.
Inside before I can do that? Oren bolts for the indoor.
Jen was already at the door, but seeing Oren run inside, Jen's going to follow immediately.
And yeah, I guess he'll follow in also.
Violet will follow after everyone then.
Okay. You guys run into the inn, and the tornado goes back into the barn. As you run into the inn, Oren and Violet, you hear that voice in your head, run as fast as you can. I still see you.
After the tornado goes back in the barn, I would like to open the door
Yep.
and say, and just yell like, "Thank you for saying hello. Hi, my name is Oren. Please stop being so creepy." Oren will then close the door.
Watching Oren taunt whatever it is that's out there, Jen's going to take a level 4 health potion.
Okay. After hearing that weird thing, Oren's, are we the only people in the inn that we can see?
Yes.
All right, I'm in the only creatures, beings, whatever.
Can I use my detect evil here really quick?
Yes, you can. You have what's the radius of that?
Either 30 or 60. Let me double check. 60 feet.
Okay. So you have 2 presents upstairs and 1 outside.
Like outside the door we just came in?
Yep. You're figuring that's probably the creature that was talking to Oren and Violet.
Okay, guys, so I got bad news and bad news. Bad news is there's some evil stuff upstairs.
Can we have the other bad news first?
Oh, yeah, that thing that was talking to you guys is right outside the door.
Awesome. So, Oren, did you taunt that thing that's outside? Or were you actually saying things?
Truth be told, I didn't actually see it, but it spoke in my head, and it said, "Hello, I see you," and then I noped out of there. If anything, I'm just jittery.
Okay, do we know how to get into this mole guy's roost, I guess it would be, from here? Or,
We go up.
no, wait, going up. CeeLo just said there was 2 evil things upstairs. Is just going up is the only way? He doesn't live in the basement or something? Is there a basement? Maybe we can just go to the kitchen and make dinner?
I mean, there is a basement. I have no idea how it would connect to the attic where his room was.
I don't know how architecture works, so I don't know.
Technically possible.
Okay, well.
I'm doing fine. Jen, you just took a potion. I'm assuming you're not awful.
Well, I'm right as rain right now. I just scared. Russell gets it.
Yeah, I get it. Yep, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry. But since they were really hurt by holy damage, and how is our holy warrior? Our pally pal?
I've been better, but I have another couple smites that I could use.
CeeLo, you need any kind of boost before we do anything?
Yeah, a little bit could help. I'm like at a scale of 1 to 78, I'm probably at like a 21.
Okay. Let me see. Before we do anything else, I'm gonna walk over to CeeLo. I'm gonna put my hands on his cheeks and put my forehead to his forehead, and I am going to cast Cure Serious Wounds. CeeLo, you get 30 health points back.
Thanks, Jin.
Yeah, wait. I'm not done yet, buddy. I'm gonna pat him on the shoulders real hard, and I'm gonna cast Death Ward. Should be good to go. Should be. Can't guarantee it, though.
I hate to say this, but I'm surprisingly tanky at the moment. Would you like me to go first?
No, I think I got it.
If the vicious tiger isn't willing to go first, then yeah, I guess the wild magic turn whatever it is into a cuddly little fluff ball is probably the next best option.
Tyler puffs out her chest and starts walking that towards the upstairs, making sure that you guys are following her.
It wasn't a challenge. Let's follow her.
Orin will stay very close in case we need to talk, and Violet can't talk. Sorry, to Tylet.
As you guys start going up the steps, CeeLo, one of those presents is running across the landing up above you, heading right towards the steps.
It looks like they might know we're here, guys.
As it comes around, you notice it as one of the ones that you guys seen over, and basically he's running down the steps. Right behind him, you see a black smoke appear, and then out of the black smoke, something grabs him and pulls him back into it.
Well, that was messed up.
And all you can hear this creature say is, "Feed me."
Is the creature close enough to attack?
It pulls it back into the smoke and they disappear at the top of the steps. They're out of range of you guys. And the evil signal disappears, CeeLo.
Alright, good news and bad news, guys. Good news is that scary presence is no longer in here. Bad news is, if it can just kind of teleport like that, it can probably come back.
Wait, that's not the evil. Oh, dear Jesus.
And right now the building is clear of evil.
Jin tries to ignore the pee trickling down his leg.
Orin, I don't want to be here anymore. Can we be somewhere safer, like a volcano? Or with the orcs? Or actively antagonizing Violet? Or on a sword?
Tyler just looks around, shakes her head like holy shit, and continues up the stairs towards Molay's chambers.
Okay. So you get to the top of the steps and you see dried blood scattered across the walls. A head sitting in the middle of the floor down the hallway, just looking at you guys, mouth open.
Well, that's foreboding.
I'm gonna shoot a ray of frost at it.
Okay.
Wild magic goes off. Or it does not go off. Huzzah. 16 hits the head.
Yeah. And it just knocks it back and it rolls off to the side and then down to the bottom level.
Look, I just thought it was gonna be, I don't know, some weird messaging thing.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, it did look pretty intimidating just sitting there like that. Can't blame you for it. Although we could have asked who it was before we did that.
Shit. My bad.
That's okay. I really didn't want to pick it up and talk to it, so probably for the best. How do we find this Molay's roost here? Is there like did it have his own door up here, or?
Don't you have like a direct connection to his message stone, Orin?
He can talk to me. I don't know how much the other way goes. As far as I can tell, he's just creepily obsessed. I try not to fuel the stalker. But, yeah, his entrance is over here, if I remember last time we were here.
So you get down to where the secret panel is, and you open it up, and there's the slight hallway there, and then the staircase going up.
I'll go up first. Look, this is all on a hunch. Unless we're just going to abandon the town to death, which I'm getting closer and closer to at this point.
I guess I'll follow Orin. I mean, it seems scary, but if Orin's brave enough to go in, I think all of us should be able to.
I'm following behind, hoping Cielo uses his thumbs to close the panel in the wall.
CLO, forgetting how to use his thumbs for a second, closes the panel anyway.
Okay. So you peek your head out into the top area, Orin, and the ground is covered in straw. You actually push up on a straw bale that was set above the door. There is shiny trinkets hanging all over the place. There's a couple beaded curtains that separate different parts of the room.
Looking specifically for, Orin's going to start tossing the room, hoping to find that three-faced statue of the death and destruction lady.
The Tylet's eyes go wide and she starts batting at the curtains.
Give me a perception check, please.
19.
So you see there is 6 different bedding areas set up, and in the back corner on the far side, tucked in the hay, you do see the statue.
Molly, you motherfucker.
Anyone else think this seems kind of like a trap? Like it's too easy.
It seems like a mess, but I mean, maybe a trap as well.
I the closest intimidate. Bleh. I whisper hiss at Cielo as I continue to bat at the beaded curtains.
Right side, Straw and Mole and his friends are all, shall we say, weak to fire, and Straw very flammable. So live the dream. If they were here, they could enjoy good company in fiery hell.
As Lawrence says that, the barn door windows on the other side of the curtain of Violet burst open, and that tornado of horseshoes goes flying into the room again. I need another reflex roll, please.
Oof for Orin.
Orin is looking very well despite getting hit last time.
That is a low of a 3 and the high of a 22, Duck.
Anybody at 17 and below takes 26 points of damage. If you got above that, you take 13. As this whirlwind comes in one window, goes across the room, and bursts out the other end, taking those windows with it. If you failed, you're also prone.
I hate this town.
Good. I'd say the same, but I've got hay in my mouth. Oh my god. Who leaves hay on the floor? It's a tripping hazard.
Birds.
Besides the idol, whoever grabbed the idol, there is a wand and a bag of 1,500 platinum.
Now, is that... Holy shit, fuck. I will grab the idol with a sack, trying not to make direct contact, and then shove everything into the bag of holding for later.
Okay.
All right. Who's up for getting this out of town?
Getting what out of town? Get the sack? Let's get the sack out of Sure. No more horseshoe attacks, right?
Let's get downstairs before the horseshoe thing comes back.
As it comes back in that window, I need another reflex roll, please.
This one is worse.
Everyone fails. Orin is spending riblets so Russell passes.
All right, riblets. I'm spending my 4 riblets to succeed.
Okay. So the one that says C takes 12 points of damage. The one that says fail takes 24 and are prone.
As this whirlwind of metallic death swung out to the other window and left yet.
It swung out the other window. It looks like it was trying to turn around and come back.
Jin is going to hustle towards the door, and if we're all within range, he's going to channel energy, because he is hurting. And anyone within 30 feet of Jin gets 27 points back.
Solid.
Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm running. Fuck this.
Yeah, Orin and Russell are booking.
Okay. So you guys may get out of the attic and back downstairs. Violet and Orin, you in your heads, you hear Run, run, run. I love a game of hide-and-go-seek.
Violet just starts growling and looking the way of the barn.
So we got the fancy rock, right? That's what we came here for, and we can. What the hell is this place? What happened?
I don't know. It's been what, maybe 2 months, and no one at the Capitol has decided to say a dang thing. So, that's just, as far as I'm concerned, maybe we just chuck this at the deepest part of an ocean.
I think we'd be dealing with mutated fish at that point. I can, it's been a while, but I can try and commune with my goddess to see if she has any insight onto what to do with this thing.
I'm not against this. Let's just find a place that doesn't have a freaking window to the outside, which I guess actually this hallway probably works.
Yeah, anywhere but the basement. A basement would be a bad place to be right now. Oh, triggering. Jen will curl up behind Violet, the big scary tiger, for protection right now.
So where are you at?
The closest place with no windows.
That isn't the basement.
The second floor itself, the mid-floor, the inside rooms don't have windows. It's the outside rooms to do.
So number, what is that? 0O, or letter, the room O. That looks safe.
Yeah.
Let's head there. Go inside, lock the door. All right, we don't have to lock the windows because there literally aren't any. Perfect. All right. Orin will take out the idol, and if you want to commune with the goddess and figure out what we need to do about this.
Jen's going to start stacking any furniture he can find in front of that doorway,
So what's everybody doing?
praying for a swift death. I mean, stacking furniture in front of the doorway.
I'm helping Jin push stuff in front of the doorway.
Okay. You guys going to the old room?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Cielo is currently preparing to actually pray because it's been a while since he did it, and he's kind of pulled some not cool stuff since the last time.
So you guys are in the old room. You have, as you walk in, you have a desk right in front of you and a bed to your left and right.
I believe you mean to say we have a desk blocking the door and 2 beds blocking the door.
Yes!
Well, okay. I'm just saying what the room looked like when you guys first came in.
Yeah. Well, we're scared, though. We work fast.
I was thinking the same thing as Jin. No, now they're in front of the door.
I love this interior design, but it'd be a lot better if it was right here protecting us.
So what do you guys want to do now?
Jen will do his normal panic sleep. You know, sitting at the foot of these upturned and sideways beds and desks, putting his body on the line, you know, helping these furniture items stay in place. And he's just going to pass out with fear.
I am beside Jin, bouncing on my paws, watching Cielo, waiting for his thing to work.
Cielo is trying very, very hard to commune with his goddess.
Okay. You want to do your roll?
Well, if I got 20 less, it would have been my level up.
But looks like you guys are boarded in for the night.
Hey, anyone fancy a game of rollies? Just kidding. I'm going to sleep. Fuck this town.
All right. Do y'all actually want to nap and try to recover, or try to make a break for outside of town?
What time of the day is it? It's mid-evening, early evening?
I mean, we just got to town. Let's take a nap first thing in the morning, make a break for it.
First thing is, as soon as we all wake up, whether it's morning or not, we'll go.
That game. Cielo?
Sounds good.
If we want to just get this statue, assuming that's what's causing everything, we did pass by a temple near the cliffside when we were sailing back to Crystal Port from Moonshire. I think there was a statue of this deity. Maybe that's where their temple is, that we need to return this so it stops freaking the F out.
Or maybe we can strap it to that talking fork thing you have and throw it in the ocean. Deep in the ocean.
I was all for this plan, but Cielo did rightfully warn us about evil sushi coming back for us.
Well, I don't mind moving to the desert. That's fine by me. up a mountainside somewhere, that's all good.
Maybe you could ask your god what to do with it. This thing is kind of an affront to their whole, like, thing. The whole not letting things mess with the cycle of. They probably have some pretty strong feelings about this.
My god's never communed with me. I'm a little scared to even try. She's a really busy lady, deciding the fate of all lost souls out there. Yeah, I mean, I could always ask, but the likelihood of her answer, like, you're really pretty and your goddess loves you. Mine,
Yeah, but I also kind of forgot about her and went on a whole vengeance triad and didn't bring any glory to her name for a long time. So she's probably right, pretty myth with me. I think I think you're probably on better terms with your goddess.
to be fair, vengeance can be beautiful if it's done correctly. I've only been running away from. It's worth a shot. I I could try a little. I don't want to waste her time. She's busy, but before I go to sleep, I guess I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, vengeance probably can be beautiful if they're not stuffed into a bag and suffocated over a few hours, I guess. Maybe then it could have been beautiful. I don't know, maybe. I guess I'll never know. But yeah, I think you should definitely try with your goddess.
We can give Orin that little nudge, like I think he's onto us. Right. I guess I could try to ask my God what she thinks on the matter. And so as I lay down for sleep, I will, not understanding how, I will try to communicate with my goddess. So as Doc goes and puts on his goddess voice and prepares to answer that, how are you guys doing?
Now I really want to hear his goddess voice.
Same.
He's taken Doc an awfully long time to find his goddess voice.
So the last part I heard before I lost connection was you guys were loading up everything on the doorway.
CeeLo has convinced Jen that he will try to pray to his deity for guidance.
Yeah, I remember that part, and I told him to roll.
And I think everybody else is getting ready for sleep, so we can do at least a short rest.
It is kind of starting to get late here because you guys have been out for a while. So you guys could probably do a long rest overnight if you wanted.
I think so, but I think Jin was also going to try and commune with his goddess to try and get the whole like death person on the evil statue case.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 1d100 trying to get below a 6.
Yep.
That's 4.
Doc, show us your inner goddess.
So what are you saying to, like, your exact wording that you're saying to your god, Jen?
Dear Pharasma, I know I've never contacted you before, and I know that you're an incredibly busy deity. I need guidance. How do we deal with this statuette, this figurine, this idol? Um, how do I help you make things better? What do I do? How do we do thing? Am I on the right path?
You feel the warmth and reassurance of her around you, and in your head, you hear you are doing good, you are on the righteous path. The idol needs to go back to its home and its temple to remove the curse.
Oh, I don't know if you can hear me anymore, but thank you. Thank you for responding. Oh, thank you. I'm just going to curl up on whoever is closest to me, and I'm just going to whisper at them, like, to the temple. We have to take it to the temple. She spoke to me. She spoke to me.
Violet meows back at Jin and starts purring.
I told you she'd notice you, Jin.
It's never happened before. Oh, man. It really invigorates the faith, doesn't it? Wow. Oh, wow. It's what it feels like for you all the time when oh, man. Yeah, someone tell Orin in the morning we have to go to the temple and drop this thing off. Whatever it takes.
Well, you two will be our greatest weapons. Two mighty warriors of gods.
Why does it sound so bitter when you say that? No, I don't care. I'm on a holy mission.
Look, I might have a little bit of jealousy because your magic works.
All you need is a little prayer. Well, maybe a little bit more than a little prayer, but hey, man, if that's all it takes. You ever thought of converting over to a... Never mind. That would be rude. You're doing well.
I'm holed up in a tavern with the monsters at the gate. Yes, I would not call this doing good.
Hey, you have two brothers of faith that are in the exact same position. Do you ever see it that way?
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut for once. And hey, who wants 375 platinum pieces?
I think right now is an inappropriate time, but I do.
That's so many months worth of life insurance.
Or maybe we need to talk about raising our rates. What if someone tries to collect on it? Yeah, here is everyone gets 375 platinum pieces.
I'm going to find the perfect temple to donate it to, but maybe after we fix up the castle a little bit.
Hey, yeah, all right. Well, Mole was good for something. All right. We want to do watches or just pray?
How about this? If I do my ultra famous knapsack, we only need 2 hours of sleep for a full rest. And then if something wakes us up early, then we're already good to go. Just a thought?
I mean,
All right, no objections. Knapsack. All right, we only need to sleep 2 hours. We get a full day's rest.
So you guys stretching out for the night then?
Yes, we are stretching out for the night, and I've cast my knapsack thing there for the maximum utility of napping.
Okay. I say you guys made it through your night. You wake up the next morning with full recovery, full rest.
all right.
I'm going to wait until everyone seems like they're starting to wake up before I start making noise by moving some of this furniture away from the door. And as soon as I see Orin's ready, I'm going to collect all of my things. Like, that's where are we going? How are we getting there? Following you. Ready to go.
Well, we saw the temple last, or the closest thing to it, on the coast, and back to Crystal Port by sea. So I guess if we follow the coast, should be some time, but we should eventually find it.
Like, do you know what it looks like, or just kind of no?
There was I know the coast should be visible from it, since we could see it from sea. There was a statue of this goddess, god, whatever. So if we look for the statue, keep the coast in rough eyesight, we should eventually stumble on it. And at this point, it's better than staying here. And if this thing does mutate random people, in a bag of holding is probably the safest spot for it. My plan is just to run for the nearest gate and get the fuck out of here. And ideally, once this goes, whatever is these monstrosities turn back to normal.
If these monstrosities, these creatures, followed the idol from Oak's Rest, first, do you think they would follow the idol, and also do you think maybe Oak's Rest is empty now? More importantly, if they would follow the idol, do we absolutely have to get a boat and get it fast and hope that they don't swim well? I mean, the Oak's Rest thing is important, but
I have no reason to believe that the boats are still running. I was gonna assume we go by land. If we hug the coast, just look inland and...
Well, then, more to the point, do you think that possibly this thing would corrupt the life around us and become big scary monsters, or...
That's why that's why it's going in the bag of holding. It goes off in its own little pocket dimension. with an.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Will this work? Probably. Uh, uh, Arcane, I have a rough grasp on. Divine, that gets tricky.
Yeah, this definitely wasn't in the books that I read to do the things that I do. So I don't think this was really written down. Probably for safety reasons. But yeah. Orin, I stand behind you on this. You help get us there and we'll help purify it or whatever needs to happen when it gets there.
And hopefully, with that gone, whatever is going after Violet, because it can't be bothered to leave a damn calling card other than welcome back, which frankly is a bit rude. Not even a callback number or address. If nothing else, I do believe you can't be mayor of a town that technically doesn't exist anymore. So even if this doesn't work, you're out of a job, which I think is a good thing.
I'm more than okay with that.
Anything in the mansion we could take, like rations and other stuff before we go, or just go?
Just go. I have the little pocket merchant. We can get rations on the road. I still have rations. Who do you think has been providing breakfast in the morning?
But both of us, yours just tastes better.
Sure, yours are more nutritious. But yeah, let's make like a tree and get the fuck out of here.
Lead the way.
All right. Almighty Dakicus, God of dice and of our fates, we are bravely running to the nearest gate.
Unfortunately, one of the things that I did not have updated on my phone character sheet versus my computer character sheet is how much gold I had to sign.
Doc is calling it here for the night. He can't get back into the stuff. So, okay. So I will go ahead and boot the bots. Yeah, I guess we'll do Riblets on our own. And,
No jokes this time.
Nice.
this is the greatest game ever.